Welcome, guys. I know this is a big surprise. You had no idea this was coming up in the making. Not even talked about, rumored about. I talked about it a little bit in the commission chat. But me, myself, CG4507, the Lions user, BJ over here, the Pats user, we wanted to bring you some great content. We're fucking your guys' great work and participation in this league. You play to win the game. So you know what I'm saying? We're here now. You're going to find out what we do. So here's a quick taste of what we do. So we recap every week, maybe every 2 weeks, as much as we can, stuff like that. Schedule gets busy, and we just talk about what happened this past week in Madden. Like who's having great games, like what was happening about it. We talk about Madden like a sports center pretty much for football. That's what we do here, you know. We just try to have a good time, you know, make jokes, crack jokes about it. Get people involved, feel like they're like, hey, they're not just playing a video game, but like, they feel invested. Like, hey, these guys are putting time into actually doing research about like how I'm doing. Like, makes me feel more energetic to play this game. So, but that's all I got to say for that part. I mean, BJ, what do you got anything to start out with them and let them know who you are?
What's going on, fellas? BJ here, patch user. Yeah, we're excited. We did this for another league. For a good little bit. We hope and feel that this group of people will be much more appreciative. And we're just looking to have a good year. Excited about some things that we can do here. We're definitely going to be looking forward to doing some guest appearances, being able to talk to some other users in here and all that good stuff. And we want to eventually do some live streams for Game of the Weeks. So be looking for that real soon.
Yeah, you know, we got a lot of things on the plate that we want to cover. We want to do, put back into the league and show your appreciation. We see the articles that you guys post. You might include some of those articles in the recap and talk about them, and just we might talk about some of the key stats, stuff of that nature. But I mean, first of all, we got to talk about where are we at right now. I mean, obviously, we want to start this right away, but me and BJ been talking about. We said, you know what? Let's start season 2. I mean, we didn't want to start midway for season 1. We actually had a conversation over places from chat and say, you know what? Let's talk about it. So first, let's get to the season 1 recap. We'll start that. I mean, MVP was Lamar Jackson, Action Jackson. I mean, the man was unbelievable last year. It was a close race to MVP between him and Tyler Huntley. A lot of people were split on the votes and how they voted. At the end of the day, Lamar did win the MVP. He had 103 QBR with a 64% completion. Not the best, but he had 3,809 yards. But this is what separated him. The man ran for 1,200 yards, 1,246 yards, and had 52 total touchdowns. A little bit costly turnovers from 26, but not only did he lead them to a 14-3 record, but as we cover later on, he led them to something greater that every team wants to achieve during the season.
Yeah, awesome year for Lamar. Played against him twice. Really good user. It's Lamar, man, too. So, you know, it's hard. Definitely hard to game plan against stuff like that. And I think some of you guys have seen the clip that I had of Lamar first play of the game touchdown. You know, the fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Fumble recovery, falls on it, gets up, and says, I'm going to take off for a touchdown. Yeah, you can't repeat that. It's like we saw in real life with Tyreek Hill. It's like, oh, Tyreek Hill, that makes sense. He's our shooter. But when you see it from a quarterback, it's like, well, Jesus, okay. Well, what am I supposed to do? So,
but yeah, great player, great year. Tyler Huntley definitely was in that race as well. And you know, I will say that was my vote, just off the turnover differential that I was looking at, and I just think that, especially the way I play, turnovers are just so huge and key in this game, and so that was my vote. But when I picked my first 3 players, I believe Lamar was my number 2, maybe my number 3, but either way, he was in that list. So definitely well deserved.
Yeah, so moving on, we're going to talk about the Offense Player of the Year, aka the rookie out of North Dakota State, Christian Watson. This man put up Randy Moss numbers, set records everywhere. He set the receiving yard record in the season. He set the receiver touchdown record in the season. He didn't break the receptions in the season, but he was pretty close to it. Christian Watson finished with 119 catches for 2,446 yards and 24 touchdowns. As a rookie, I mean, that's impressive. A-Rod must have been in love with this man. I mean, he looked like he's getting every ball thrown to him, but he was making plays left, right, down the middle of the field. I mean, this guy was an absolute animal for the Green Bay Packers. And not only is he coming out for his rookie year, he's going to be a second year down. I mean, the future is bright for Christian Watson. Christian Watson might be breaking career records in maybe 3 seasons, which will be shocking.
Yeah, crazy year. I did play the Packers as well earlier in the year, and I think this was I had a crazy comeback win against Packers user. But if you watch the Vikings and you watch how Kirk Cousins throws the ball to Justin Jefferson at all times, no matter what, this is sort of like that, but to more extreme. Like,
yeah, I played him twice as being the Detroit Lions, stuff like that. And my goal is, like, we're not waiting Christian Watson to beat us, so we'll double or triple team him and say, hey, throw to someone else or something like that. So Christian Watson still somehow managed to get over like 90 yards still. So you can only do so much. But with a guy that fast, that tall, I mean, it's a definition of freak athlete. So,
yeah,
but
definitely balled out that year. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The next receiver had 45 receptions. 45 compared to 119, you know? So
we can see where the target share was going for the Green Bay Packers. But anyways, moving on, we got the defense player of the year. I mean, we're going the wrong way. We're turning back in time. Defense player, another rookie, Cam Taylor-Britt. I mean, if you told me a Bengals player was going to win, it's like, oh, okay, what do you think of that? You know, they got Trey Flowers, they got Logan Wilson, a middle linebacker. I'd be somewhat impressed. We got Trey Hendrickson as a pass rusher. But then someone mentioned Jesse Bates, probably my number 1 choice that will win it. But then this guy comes to win it. I was like, who the hell is Cameron Taylor-Britt? I had to do some research about him. He's also a rookie. But this man had 25 tackles, 12 interceptions, 1 sack, but he had 6 deeps and touchdowns. That is unheard of to score 6 times. And half his turnovers, he scored a touchdown, which is like insane to talk about. So, and then obviously, if the 2 rookies went offense player and a defense player, it pretty makes it straightforward that they're probably going rookie of the year and defense rookie of the year. So, obviously, these 2 are your rookie of the years as well. So, but BJ, you got to play the Bengals once. You did, yeah. You got to play all these users, which is ironic.
Yeah, I played everybody. I actually played him twice. Him and the Ravens twice. You know, I don't remember if he got a pick on me or anything. But you know, hey, he was there throughout the year. He plays the Ravens tough each time. I do believe that I don't know what I do. I think it's something that I do that might give him a little bit of a problem when we play. So not sure exactly what it is, but you know, I haven't really had a problem with him. But you know, I see other people struggling with him.
Yeah, I guess it's not how each defense is different and each offense is different, obviously, so people run different styles. So, but obviously, we're going to move past these 2 next players real quick. Because we had the offense rookie of the year, Christian Watson, defense rookie of the year, obviously, Cameron Taylor-Britt, coach of the year. This was there's 2 teams you could give this to: the Houston Texans or the Lions. Both took some of the worst franchises in history. One was the 2nd overall pick, and Houston Texans was the 4th overall pick last year. And on country, the Houston Texans owner, Quick, I can't pronounce his own name. I'm just going to say Quick. I mean, that's his first part, his first name. I mean, what he did this Texas roster is insane. Arguably the worst roster in Madden. I think me and BJ could agree with that. Not only took the worst record in year 1, took him to a 12-5 record, made the playoffs, won the playoff game, and had one of the best developments with Davis Mills, using those ascendant points to get an X factor. However, as we recapping more season 2, Davis Mills will think he lost his starting jobs to Malik Willis. Ironic twist turn, but I mean, Houston Texans Quick did a great job developing his team. Very young, and I mean, in week 1 they shut out the Panthers 41-0. So I mean, Spade's looking bright still in Houston, so Houston might not have a problem this time.
Yeah, so also another good user. I did not play him. This is the first one. And I think that it's Quick Room, I think is how it's said. But I've actually, like, we've been talking a little bit, messaging each other. He's a pretty good user. I've been, noticing some of the things, and I just was, it's like, dang, you kind of have to, take notice when you see a Texans user year one doing so well.
Making the playoffs, I mean, with that roster, it was like crazy. And like in sim style, I mean, no mutt plays, no cheese plays. I mean, it's obviously plays to break the game that you can use. Like, oh, okay, he's using plays to break the game, but I mean, sim style plays very methodical on offense and defense to take them that year. And Christian Harris, his rookie linebacker, was up for rookie of the year, was second in the voting. Obviously, came behind Cam Taylor-Britt, but I mean, he did a great job with that roster developing them. The future looks bright in Houston.
Yeah, I would say that, great user. I've seen some things. I do believe that Davis Mills one was earned. I don't think he spent to get the X Factor. I think he might have spent to Superstar maybe. I think he got him to Superstar and spent him to X Factors. One of those two. I don't know which one. I don't know which one it was. But yeah, either way, great user. Definitely, to start Madden off worst roster on the game. I think I would argue now, going into season 2, I think my roster is pretty close up there.
Yeah, some rosters I'm looking the best at this moment. I mean, we talk about later new users coming in asking what God's green happen to this team, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but we're just trying to make it a fun environment. Everyone play it, appreciate the game of football and that adversity, even though how broken it is, but make it fun and enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah, but next we're gonna go ahead to that breakout player of the year. Some said should have been MVP. But he's going to win Breakout Player of the Year. And if you did not get to watch CG with Huntley this year, crazy, amazing season. He was at a QBR of 125.74, a freaking 78. Might as well say 70 now. We're going to round it up. 79% completion percentage. 3,971 passing yards, 590 rushing yards. He had a total of 45 touchdowns, 14 turnovers, and, of course, leading his team to an undefeated season.
I want to be on the record in the turnover category. The turnovers were miscalculated. He calculated fumbles as well, but we only lost one fumble. He fumbled like 5 or 6 times, but it was like went out of bounds. So technically, he only had 10 turnovers, but that's here or there. So I just want to clear my Huntley. The future of the Lions franchise in a trade that was for the 4th overall pick, 4th round pick from Detroit Lions to get Tyler Huntley to be the franchise quarterback. He turned into be an X Factor player for the team and really help elevate the Lions to that next step in that rebuild phase that they're in. But I mean, it's funny because it wasn't a rebuild phase because we talk about season awards, but most people care about is the Super Bowl. So I mean, in the Super Bowl, what happened was the Detroit Lions went into the Super Bowl 19-0, looking to be the first team ever to go 20-0, obviously with the additional game. The second team to go undefeated and win all games. You know what's funny, BJ? I just thought about this right now. Do you know where the Super Bowl was played at?
This year?
Yep.
No, I don't know where it was at.
It was Arizona, BJ. Do you know what other team went undefeated into Arizona playing the Super Bowl?
Did the Patriots play them in Arizona?
Yep, sure did.
Man.
So I have realized that Arizona field is cursed for undefeated teams in the Super Bowl. Ravens should have been favored by 25 at that point. The field is legit cursed. It was a absolute barn burner of a game. 45-38, no defense was played, stuff like that. The Detroit Lions defense wasn't a real building phase. We had a lot of we exceeded expectations by a long shot. I mean, I did not expect to go A, make it to the Super Bowl, but B, to go undefeated at that point. And we got Lamar Jackson-fied, and Lamar Jackson just went absolute bananas in the Super Bowl. And the Tyron Huntley's was, if you could do anything, I could do anything better kind of mindset. So it was absolutely insane in that Super Bowl. Both kind of for like 380 plus passing yards. Both had 4 touchdowns. Both had a rushing touchdown. It was something. It was something to believe in watching it. So it came down a couple key stops in the red zone by the Ravens. He got stopped the Lions in the 4th and goal situation. The 1 got sacked. The 4 sacks and the 1 sack. It was a very different game. No turnovers, very clean game, but stuff like that. But overall, one of the best Super Bowls we had in here. The overall talent of that Ravens roster with the use of Jaren really helped propel them to the Super Bowl victory. Myself, we could always do so much with the roster talent we had, and it was a great game. I mean, he played flawlessly. He didn't force any mistakes. He trusted the players to make those plays, put them all in the right situations and stuff like that. And when you just use the team's talent and put them in the right places, you can do great things in Madden. So, the Lions will finish 19-1. A, not catching that first Super Bowl, and B, not catching the undefeated season and going 20-0. So they look to revamp, see if they could go undefeated again in the regular season, but this time finish the postseason 20-0 instead of 19-1. So, BJ, obviously you're watching this game, stuff like that. I mean, you as a fan watching this, it must have been super entertaining to watch it. This is like the mind making going back and forth of each team's abilities and how they use it and how they constructed their offenses and move football down the field.
Yeah, I when I watched this game, first I was just like, dang, must be nice to have some weapons on your team.
You sound a little sore, BJ. Like your team doesn't have weapons.
Ooh, we're lack of talent, but great game. I played both teams again this year. So I do know how good both users are and how they can both definitely take you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Great overall game, great year one to have for a Super Bowl. You definitely didn't want to have a blowout.
Yeah, you always want a good game of Super Bowl. You don't want someone to win like 42-0 or something like that. This is not a fun time if that happens.
Yeah, so like if you definitely are one of those guys that like offense, this is the game for you.
Yeah, no, defense, it was very limited in how everything's doing, stuff like that. So, but that is a recap of season 1. Now, let's get to the future. Now, season 2 starts. We got some new users. We got Cam, who's taking over the Chargers. Cole taking over the Steelers. Jay Nash taking over the Saints. And Joe Mess taking over the Cardinals. I'll say 3 of the teams last week won. 2 of them were forced losses. The Chargers did lose to the Bills. We will talk about how he lost to the Bills and some of the breakout performers from week 1. And then Joe Mess, Cardinals won a barn burner against the newly acquired rookie quarterback, first overall pick for the Seahawks, Bryce Young. Looking great to start season 1-0. I mean, only could go downward now. You go 1-16, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully it's on the run. So, but welcome to our new users, and hope you guys enjoy the league. But the key performers in here, I mean, if you look at his BJ, I mean, all these guys for massive stats. Brennan Armstrong, a rookie quarterback from Virginia, had 19 attempts for 26 yards, 316 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor, as we said, has been traded to the Bills. He was traded to the Bills last season in a massive trade with getting Josh Allen out of Buffalo. As a Bills fan, I was in pain. Jonathan Taylor had 14 carries, 170 yards, and a touchdown. Jeremy Chin, yeah, you think the Panthers? Nope, you're wrong again. He's on the Kansas City Chiefs in the league. He had 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. And then DeAndre Hopkins is like, oh, yeah, that guy's on the Cardinals. Yeah, no, he's not. Who did he get traded to? The Jets. Oh, he's on the Jets now. No, he's not. I get traded again. DeAndre was on the Titans in this game, had 3 catches, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, I think the biggest one that stands out is the rookie quarterback. The rookie's like a 60 overall and stuff like that with the Rams. The Rams don't have like the deepest of talents in that and the skills besides Cooper Kupp. So,
yeah. So great game was all around. that Armstrong one, definitely huge game, especially for a rookie, low overall. You're looking for games like that. Maybe he gets a trade game soon. So I know he's probably excited about a start like that. Jonathan Taylor is still in my nightmares. So I play the Bills twice a year, so I get a heavy dose of Jonathan Taylor at all times. So I get to play Jeremy Chin this week. So we'll see how that goes. And I am happy to see DeAndre Hopkins out of our division. So,
yeah. It was great week 1 performances. So something we do every recap and stuff like that, we come up with a new thing, new topic, try to talk about it. So obviously we're starting season 2, so we're going to make some bold predictions. So I'll let BJ start. BJ, what if you have one? Actually, let's do 2. What are your 2 biggest bold predictions this year?
All right, so bold prediction this year. I don't want to be wrong about this. Did the Titans make the playoffs last year?
No, Titans did not make the playoffs. They weren't even close to making the playoffs, I think.
All right, first bold prediction. I got the Titans making playoffs. That's my first prediction in that powerhouse of a division. I got them shaking some things up. After a great week 1, he has 2 great running backs. I'm looking for him to make some noise and make the playoffs. I'm not saying win the division. I'm saying
making the playoffs. Okay, I can
sneaking in there.
All right. Do you have a second bold prediction you want to go with?
My second bold prediction. I don't know. I feel like it's not bold. I'm winning the Super Bowl.
Oh wow! Whoa. You're putting your own name in the bold prediction. However, I will counter your bold prediction, and I believe in year 2 of the rebuild, the Houston Texans make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, he had a great season 1, but got a lot of key pieces. Very young, a lot of guys to develop. But I think he puts it together and sneaks into the Super Bowl. So that will be my bold prediction number 1. I mean, he's got to go for you, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Colts, the Bills. There's so many great teams in AFC. A lot of young talent, and I think that he can somehow sneak into the Super Bowl. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I have a feeling he's going to do it. So I think Quick is going to push the right buttons, pull the right strings, make the right trades to get the guys into the position to win that Super Bowl. I mean, not win the Super Bowl. Correction. Making the playoffs and make it to the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to say Lions win the Super Bowl because we lost in the Super Bowl last year. It's not a very bold prediction. What's another one that's really unheard of? Okay. Here, I got it. So Michael Mayer was drafted by the Detroit Lions this year by myself. If we're going to make our own bold prediction for our own team, I believe Michael Mayer wins Offensive Rookie of the Year at tight end. I'll be the quarterback, all the rookie offensive players.
Okay. I mean, you got a battle there with if Armstrong is still balling like that.
We're just gonna break his kneecap after this week. We're just gonna go. We're gonna fly out to LA, take his day out. But that'll be that somewhat bold prediction. Obviously, if I'm putting my own players in there. However, if I had to go for another bold prediction, man, it's just so. I'm trying to figure out what would be wow, I didn't even see that coming. I already did the Texans. The NFC. Who could make the playoffs in the NFC that was not remotely? Who didn't even think about making it last year? Yeah, man, I think I'm missing someone. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just. Oh, I got it. I believe that Tyler Huntley, my quarterback, though, will finish this season with a complete. If there's no forced sims or forced wins again, I don't get sim stats. In games he plays, will finish above an 85 completion percentage for the whole season.
85. Okay. It's a pretty tough mark there.
So that is my bold prediction for myself and my Detroit Lions. And I'm saying because Tyler Huntley wants to win MVP, but my Houston Texans way to make it a Super Bowl is one. Oh, the Jags. The AFC South will have 3 teams representing the playoffs. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. AFC South will have 3 teams representing the playoffs.
So you got Jags, Colts.
I haven't forgot the Colts. Goddamn, I didn't think about the Colts. You can't do 4.
Texas, Titans. There's 4 of those teams in there.
I'm going Jags, Colts, and Houston all make the playoffs. I'll say Titans doesn't, unfortunately. On your bold prediction that they make the playoffs.
Hey Titans, I got you, bro. Hold me down.
AFC South definitely coming in.
Hey, Colts was talking a lot of cash after losing that game against me. So
Josh Allen, he said he got no offensive line, but he did focus on offensive line. But I will say that will be my bold prediction.
He said he was going undefeated. So
okay, we're going undefeated. Colts, you write it down here. That is Colts' bold prediction. He is going undefeated. So
I mean, it's kind of not possible because he's definitely losing the last game of the season, but.
Yeah, I'd say he played in the last game of the season or something.
Unless I just decide, I have it wrapped up so much that I just play backups. He's not winning that last game.
There's no injuries on, so it don't make no sense waiting for backups then.
Yeah, it does. Just to get our guys motivated.
Get them too. You see that? This is what happens when you don't play.
All right, last thing.
Yeah, let's move on to the last thing.
Our game of the week. We have, speaking of the Colts versus the Bucks. Game of the week.
I don't think Tom Brady is still active in the league or stuff like that. I'm not sure if he retired. I don't think he retired.
I'm not sure.
But Colts do have Josh Allen, X Factor, James Cook, a superstar ability. He's got a lot of defensive talent. Bucks was on the verge of making the playoffs last year. Was last man out at 10-7. Am I correct? 10-7 at the 8th seed. This game could go either way, but I feel like Colts and this off with the firepower Josh Allen could bring to a team and Madden and stuff like that, and just like if you know how to use them the right way, and with James Cook, you can do great things. So I believe the Colts will win this game, and I think they win it by double digits, by 10+.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts lost. I'm starting my rivalry to continuing my rivalry with him. I actually just don't think he's that good of a user. But yeah, and I don't even talk like that. But he just made me mad.
He put you two guys in the octagon when you fight it out.
But he didn't want to agree with my trade to switch teams since our teams are just so even. But yeah.
But,
I got Bucks.
Yeah, that's I can see that. So we'll see who after this week. We'll do a recap, see who won, and we'll talk about it. But guys, this video is much longer than anticipated. Usually our videos are around mostly 30 minutes, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, DJ, around 30 minutes.
20 to 30 max. 30 max. Probably closer to 20.
Yeah, this video will be a little bit longer because we had to go for the whole recap and introduce ourselves to explain what we are doing with this league. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you stayed to the end, we appreciate you. Please leave comments in Discord. Leave comments in the comments here in the YouTube section. BJ probably will check them. I'll probably check them. But we also will check comments on the Discord as well. But thank you guys so much. Nothing but love. Hope everyone has a great day. Peace.
Peace, guys.